Welcome, Watchers, to yet another tale that I wish to weave before you. I see you have questions. Well, let me read them. Have we not been here before, within a Seabound Journey, or the Throwaways? Am I just telling another tale with a different cast within the same time period as the other two? Oh no, Watchers. Back to Ballinway takes place 100 years before those, within the year of 5317 AOC. This is the time period of the beginnings of the latest and greatest industrial age in Marosia, as the first airships are seen with Vobian, the first steam engine and train within Umberhaven, and the oceans begin to see the first all-clad steam-powered ships traverse its waters. This is the age of discovery and exploration. This is the age in which our newfound cast live, work, and enjoy the spoils of their bounties. This is Back to Ballinway, and this tale, like all the rest, takes place within the world of Marosia. From there, let's travel to the continent of Miva, where we will dive deep and land in the country of Ballinway. From there, let's focus all of our attention on the bustling city of Harburg, and from there, we will go into the Golden Market, a city within a city, but made up of temporary to semi-temporary structures, with all types of variety sprinkled in between. This is the only market to come to in Ballinway, when you are looking for the rare, the unusual, and the not-so-legal item, information, and a bout of entertainment and desires. This market is a woven web of shops, stalls, tents, stages, wagons, carts, roving hawkers, and those that have thrown a blanket, rug, etc. on the ground, just to have a place to sell their wares. All this is ever growing, changing, and one can and will get lost within, if one doesn't have a guide or isn't a native to said environment. Enter at your own risk, but if you do, you will surely be awed by its wonder and uniqueness. This, Watchers, is where we will find this new cast of people, as their grand adventure starts here. Let us go meet them, shall we? We find ourselves at a place called Retro Relics Shop, which is owned by Odrin the Elder. Once a tall, fit hobgoblin that served in the Harburg army, and rose to the rank of Master Sergeant, as he saw many conflicts across Ballinway, and in some cases beyond. Now, a hunched-over, white-haired elderly man, way past his prime, that walks with a cane, but still dresses the part of his former life, as he sells old relics that he has made new. Most of his stuff come from various time periods and cultures throughout Ballinway and Miva itself. His shop is a semi-permanent wood and canvas establishment that looks old and rustic, with that touch of flair that gives it that homely feel. As the door opens and the bell above the door chimes, we see walk in a
1.5 foot tall kinku. She's got very iridescent black feathers, but she's all bundled up and covered, so you can't see much of her, but what you can see. So she's very humanoid looking, no wings. So she looks like a raven. She has lots of scrolls and everything all over her, robes. And she's looking very timid as she's walking around, very unsure of herself.
May I help you?
Sir? Yes, sir. Excuse me. I'm coming. Okay. I'm sorry. There's a lot of stuff in here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm sorry. Hi. How are you?
Hi.
Hi. My name is Cora. Excuse me. I'm so sorry. My name is Cora, and I'm wondering if you can help me. I'm on a quest.
Quest, you say?
Kinda. Yes, kind of. It's my life's work. You see this necklace? And she has this little necklace with a very polished stone with a symbol on it. And the symbol is a hand and an eye. And it's very runic and something you would find in the walls of a cave or on ancient artifacts or something like that. You see this symbol? I'm looking for items that might have this symbol on it.
I see.
And I did some research and back home, and they said you have lots of artifacts from the excuse me, from the divine age, and that's where this symbol is from.
Well, young lady, I've got lots of stuff. What are you looking for exactly?
Any item that might have this symbol on it, and she shows him the symbol again. Can you see it?
Let me
It's small,
adjust
I
my...
know.
Then he takes out some spectacles and puts them on.
This symbol, it's very important. People often kind of brush it off that it's no big deal. It's known as a warning for alcohol poisoning.
Well, you shouldn't drink at your age.
No, I'm too young.
I mean, unless you're ready to join the army and fight for your country.
No, my mother would never let me join the army. That would be much too dangerous.
Had mighty good times in the army. Mighty good times.
That sounds scary.
Well, I should probably go look for this item.
Thank you. I'll look around and see if I find anything with it too. I won't break anything, I promise.
You do that.
Hey, thank you so much. Sorry, I have allergies.
It's all right. And with
It's
that,
kind of dusty in here.
He goes back to the back, and you wander about.
All sorts of cool things.
Watchers, let us turn our heads toward the outside as we see a rather large, middle-aged adult male blue dragon wearing a conical hat with green plumage out the top, hunched over on a weird-looking staff and weighted down by all manner of cargo. This, Watchers, is Cora's bodyguard and at the present moment her baggage carrier. For you see, she was not allowed by her mother to leave the Towers of Intellect on her own, and thus Balborg Kefres was assigned to her. Although slumped over, he towers over most folk, and as we look beyond him, we see another heading towards this very shop. There, Watchers.
Okay.
You can't miss her, as she kind of stands out within the sea of people. What? No? You can't see her? Well, let's go back inside and wait until she gets here. Then you'll have a front row seat to when she does arrive. Ah! Here she is now.
Walking into the store is an ostensibly young-looking, human-adjacent woman. She really doesn't call much attention to herself until you look just slightly closer, and you notice that her teeth are just a little bit more pointed than you would want them to be. Beyond that, she has all of the appearance of a young woman in her early 20s, fresh-faced, always with just a little bit of a smile playing across her lips and a little bit of a twinkle in her light blue eyes. Her hair falls down behind her in waves of varying shades of red. And she looks for all the world as simply a young woman out running her errands for the day.
She just kind of peers between things to be sure it's nothing dangerous, and just takes note and looks at her and goes, in her mind, she's like, oh, she has some pointy teeth. I'm going to stay over here. She keeps looking through artifacts and is trying to like blend in where she's not noticed.
Okay. I don't think Yox would take much notice of this. She looks around a little bit, notices that the shopkeeper is not, easily in view, and she's just going to start kind of wandering thoughtfully through the shelves and seeing if there's anything that catches her eye.
Oh no, wait. If Cora notices that she's looking for the shopkeeper, then she would like want to help. So she kind of goes, He went in the back. He'll be back in just a minute, ma'am.
Thank you. Are you all right?
I have bad allergies.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Is there anything I can do for you? You seem somewhat unwell.
No, I'm okay. My mom just says I was born with a bad constitution.
Oh, well, that's rather unfortunate.
It's okay.
And
It's
not
okay.
wanting to upset this seemingly delicate person, Yox is just going to kind of continue perusing the shelves in a non-threatening manner. I think she gets the vibe that Cora's a little spookable.
I have it right here. Oh, welcome.
Good morning. It's lovely to see you. How have you been?
Really good. You are?
Oh, Yox. I've been in once or twice before. It's okay that you don't remember me.
Yes.
And she's visibly like unsettled and kind of like kicking herself like, stupid. Of course he wouldn't remember you. Like you're not important. Like it just, don't mind me. I'm just I don't know. I had nothing else to do. Is it okay if I just sort of browse a bit?
Yeah, go right ahead. Yox, is it?
Yes, Yox.
Like ox.
Sort of, yeah, sure. If you want to think of it that way, that would be fine.
Oh, good. Yes, feel free to browse. Kiku lady.
Yes, sir.
I have something that you may be looking for.
Okay. It doesn't have any whisper wind doom shadow bugs in it, does it?
No, none of that.
Okay, good. Because in places like this, they can hide in all the cracks and crannies, and then they can get into your nasal cavities and get into your brain, and it's bad.
I think
Right.
Yox hears this,
Mhm.
and is sort of just kind of staring at Cora like, okay, you know what? Maybe what I am dealing with, my anxiety is really not that bad. I'm cool. What's going on with you?
What do you have for me?
Well, I have this map.
A map.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Let's see what you got. Hold on. And she gets into her bag and she pulls out some gloves and she puts the gloves on her hands, and then she gets out these really big spectacles and she puts them on her beak, and she, gets very ready for, okay, let me see what you have.
And he unrolls it, and dust
Oh
flies up.
God! Whisper wit. Are you sure?
I just hadn't dusted anything in a real long time.
Okay. Well, right. Do you have a table where we can put this down delicately? We don't want to hurt it.
Sure. And he looks around and just knocks some stuff off the table.
Sir, please respect
Oh,
your
well, I was
items.
gonna turn that into a doodly dad.
She grabs the map and goes to the table, unrolls it very carefully. I've got it. Just don't touch it again.
Yox, are you watching over Cora's shoulder?
I think Yox is trying not to be intrusive, but but I think also just the sheer like level of anxiety that she gets off of Cora. Her eyes, I think, are just glued to this whole interaction, to the point where I think she almost kind of whipped out a handkerchief to give her when the dust came out, but then thought better of it because she didn't want to be intrusive. So yeah, I think she's trying to maintain a respectful distance, but is also like laser focused on what is happening.
What's your passive perception?
That is an excellent question. My passive perception is 14.
When Cora thoroughly unravels the map, something strikes your curiosity.
Okay.
You remember parts of this map.
I do. In the sense that I've seen a similar map before, or I have been in the location that this map depicts.
No. You've seen this map on a wall in a certain study back at home.
I pull that map out of my side bag, and I surreptitiously unroll it. How good of a match is it?
Almost. But not quite. There's some things missing from it.
Missing from mine or missing from the one Cora is looking at?
No, missing from yours.
I'm going to stand and process that information for a moment before I step forward and say, "Excuse me, I'm so sorry to interrupt. Sir, where did you come by this map?"
Oh, well, I get lots of maps all over the place.
Mm-hmm. 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 And where did this one come from?
Well, gotta think on it for a while.
Okay. And is there anything on this map that like indicates where it is? Like what this location is? Like, is it titled at all?
It's got writing on it.
Can I read it?
What languages do you speak?
What languages
As well
do I
as
speak?
Cora, what languages do you speak?
Yax can speak Celestial, Common, Draconic, Elvish, Giant, and Goblin. She's
Cora casts comprehend languages, but I can speak Common, Dwarfish, Elvish, Orc, and it says telepathy, but that's not reading.
It's a kind of reading.
None of the languages stand out on this
Okay.
map. As you begin to see Cora cast the spell.
So Cora is a stranger to me. So do I get the sense that she is doing anything malicious? Because I feel like Yax would be extremely interested and extremely protective of this map.
Cora, you may roll persuasion or deception, but do not say either or. Just give me the number. And Yax, roll me insight.
Okay. I rolled it though. Yax got an 11.
I did it on D&D Beyond if you want to look. I don't know if you want me to pay or not.
Now go ahead and give me the number.
19.
You may answer that question as she failed, however you would like to, with that specific skill.
It's Cora would have been like if she saw because the shopkeeper's right there. I'm just going to cast comprehend languages on it so I could read it.
Okay. That actually, if you wouldn't mind sharing what you find out, I'd be extremely grateful. And she sort of clutches her copy of the map to her tightly, but without wrinkling it.
You like maps?
This map holds a very specific interest to me.
Me too, I think. Is a symbol on it, Dave? Because she would have checked for that first.
Yeah.
Okay. Me too. Me too. Okay. Yeah. Let me finish the spell so we can see what it says. I'll share with you. You have
Okay.
very pointy teeth. Okay. Okay. she goes back to doing a spell.
I think Yax really enjoys Cora's like pointedness, and so she'll kind of smile a little bit, and I think she's enjoying this interaction, even in spite of herself.
How does this look as you cast Comprehend Languages?
Well, that's a good question. Let's see if it says anything. I have to touch the surface on which the words are written. It takes about 1 minute to read 1 page of text, is all it says. So I think she touches it very gently with her gloved hands, and she shuts her eyes for a moment, and she, casts the spell kind of under her breath, and maybe there's a little, well, let's say purpley glow, because purple goes with black, and it'll look pretty. And then the whole map kind of just shimmers with the purple, and then, although nothing changes, Cora should be able to read it.
As the shimmer goes over the map, the weird scribbles and symbology start to speak to you, Cora, and you recognize that this is ancient gnome, and it gives you a location of a temple deep within the Ballinway jungle, north by northwest. And by what has been written, you guesstimate maybe 150 to 200 miles away. And if this symbol is right, it's maybe 100 miles east of the Ballinway River once you get to that location.
Okay, I'm confused. It is north by northwest of Harburg. You
Yes.
go about 150 to 200 miles, and then you have to turn and go 100 miles east?
Yes. Not east,
Okay,
but
the
west.
Ballinway River.
Sorry.
Okay.
West, I meant.
West, okay.
Yeah, west.
I was like,
Sorry.
what?
No, yeah. Other way.
They're ancient people. They just backtrack. It's okay.
That's
what they
that's
did.
what it is.
Does it say the name of the temple?
The Temple of the Chosen.
That's not ominous at all.
There's a map. I can follow the map. We got to go, so approximately 300 miles. 150 to 200 miles that way, and then 100 miles west to the Temple of the Chosen. Does it say what is in the temple?
Does not.
Does it have like a big red X where there's like a treasure? Like, is there runes for there's a treasure, or there's something important, or there's something?
There is a temple symbol
right
where you're supposed to be at and stuff.
but
so,
no hieroglyphs that explain why you would be going there.
No, just Temple of the Chosen.
Except the
the
anti-alcohol symbol.
Yes, the anti-alcohol symbol is above the temple,
Okay.
and above that is called the Temple of the Chosen.
Temple of the
Is where
Chosen.
the languages and whatnot are at. Yes. Are you saying all this out loud?
No, I'm reading because my mom did tell me not to talk too much because then people take advantage of you. And the shop owner's right there.
Gotcha.
So yeah, no. So she's reading it and she goes, "Oh, how much do you want for the map?"
Well, young lady, you both have
And do you know what
interest.
it is? I could translate it for you.
I mean, don't
It's
really-
a poster that leads to the next Alcoholics Anonymous meeting.
Roll me deception.
Can I offer the help action?
What are you saying to help her out? Or doing?
Yeah, I'm going to say, oh, yeah, now that you say that, I recognize that symbol. That's absolutely, yeah, my dad used to have maps like that all the time.
I'll allow you to have the help action.
Yes!
You'll have to remind me what the help action does.
Advantage, I think.
Advantage, yep. Gives you
Okay.
advantage on
And you
your
said
dice roll.
deception? Okay.
Deception.
Gotcha. Advantage deception. 17.
Yes!
Well, can't be having any of that. I
It's
tell you
very
what.
interesting that they cared so much about their citizens that they set up these meetings and they had people go for miles and miles and miles to try to get help and therapy. It's so sweet of the ancients, the divine ones. So sweet of them.
I mean, what we used to do in the military, if you got too drunk, we'd just beat the crap out of you. And then send you on the front lines.
Oh my
And how did that
goodness.
work out?
I mean, cured you of being drunk.
Fair
Of
enough.
course, it could just be time. But anyway, that's okay.
Well, I was gonna sell it to y'all for 7 gold, but I tell you what, I don't really have a use for non-alcoholic map. I'll give it to you for 3.
Okay, here you go.
As
I
he takes-
appreciate it so much. And
Yeah.
here, look. If you find anything else with this symbol, you can reach me at the Towers of Intellect.
Oh, yeah, I do quite a bit of stuff with them.
You do. That's why I knew about you.
Yeah, that's good. You know, I hate to run y'all out, but it's getting
No
close.
problem. I want to talk to my new friend anyway. Bye. And I grab Vox and I head toward the door.
I will fully allow this to happen.
And
Bye.
as y'all step
Later
out-
days.
outside, Odrin, the elder, looks in astonishment and goes, "Well, that was easy." For you and Yox step outside.
Do you know the city? We need to go somewhere, and I will tell you. I will show you. I will explain. It's not a poster.
Oh, okay. I mean, so
I think you knew that, though.
Yeah. I tip my copy of the map forward so that she can see, and I'll say, "Listen, you asked if it had a what is your interest in this map? I don't understand."
Oh, it's not really the map. I mean, the map's cool. Oh my God, the map is so cool. Okay, I don't want to tell you on the street. I don't want to tell you on the street. Let's go somewhere. I promise I'll tell you everything because Mom says I talk too much.
Honestly, at this exact moment, I'm fine with that.
Quickly, Watchers, let's step outside and go find another one of our cast members. Ah, I do believe I see our person. Let's go see who they are and what they are doing as they wander through this crowd alone, heading in this very direction. You immediately recognize a celebrity coming directly in your direction.
Farouk is
Oh.
looking down at her shopping list and squinting, so she's not paying attention to where she's going.
Wow! Hey, pointy teeth lady, look! And she pulls out of her bag a book. Not the book, but a book. Look, she's on my religious, my book that's about traveling.
Oh, okay.
Look, oh my God, it's her. Oh, I'll be right back. Hold on.
Okay.
Miss Codart! Miss Codart! Ew.
Hi, you're coughing.
I have allergies. I'm okay. I have a bad constitution.
Oh, okay, it's allergies. Hi,
You're on my
You-
book. Look, I have your book.
wow, okay, it's that book. Yes, do you...
Oh, you've done other books?
Yeah, I've done other books. I've done a couple books. Do you want me to sign it or something?
Well, you can sign it, but if you sign it, you have to be very careful. I don't want you to sign over any of the words because then it obscures people reading it, and don't put my name on it because then that detracts from the value. Let's see. Yeah, you can sign it. Just don't put to anybody.
I have like a leaf. I could put it in the book.
Oh, that would be cool.
That could be kind of my way of signing it. Okay. Here you go.
We are surely in luck, Watchers. I see yet another one along with one of their contacts roughly heading our way. Their contact appears to be a middle-aged to elderly gnome male, dressed in the finest of outfits one can buy. He seems to appear that he is in the lead of the two, and they are talking amongst themselves. Let us go look and see what they are all about, and more importantly, what they are talking about.
So, Gundolf is average-sized guy. Looks like he's probably pretty light on his feet. He's hanging out with this really well-dressed gnome, and they're clearly looking for someplace in particular. Gundolf leans down and says, Look, Lord Novak, I have a really good spot. I think you're really gonna like it. The entertainment is top notch. The food is like this. The drinks, it's one of my favorite places to drink. So I kind of got the hook up with the bar. You're set. What do you think? We're gonna.
Yes. What is this place?
Okay. It's called the Armored Mouse.
Oh, how interesting.
Have you heard of this place?
I have not.
It's wild. It's wild. They've got all sorts of fights going on. You can like
betting?
Well, hey, I'm sure if that's what you're into, you can be accommodated. I will hook you up.
Gundolf, you know me. I bet any chance I get.
Hey, this is the place for you then. You know what? There is contest after contest. There's going to be plenty of activity. In the meantime, we'll get you set up with drinks. I particularly like the chicken skewers.
Oh,
we need to get a big rack of those.
Chicken skewers. Yes, yes.
You look like you could grow a few inches, eh?
You're always the funny man, Gundolf. Always the funny man.
I do my best.
Wait, is that who I think that is?
Well, hey, that really depends on who you think that is. Kind of get down on his eye level. What's he looking at?
What is your passive perception?
Gundolf's passive perception is 14.
You look over, and I mean, the first thing that you spot as he points is a giant of a dragonborn, hunched over, and with all manner of bags upon him. And immediately to the left of him is a redhead girl, brightly colored, that stands out in the sea of brown, greens, yellows, and tans. Next to her is a kinku. And the kinku seems to be having a book signed by a tiefling, covered up, but you can make out her face only slightly.
Right there.
What?
See?
What, the one with the book or the one signing the book? Do you know who that
signing
is?
the book? No, I don't know those other people. No, it's Veruca.
What? Well, Veruca. Do I know who this is?
Roll me history.
That would be a natural 1, sir.
You have
My
no
+0.
earthly idea who the hell he's talking about. Matter of fact,
Go ahead, Dave.
Matter of fact, I mean, all them people over there looks average. Looks, I mean, like normal people.
Hey, yeah, you're right, Your Honor. Like,
See,
you know what though? I'm not sure if this is exactly the scene you want to be meeting them. In like
No.
we should probably,
No.
and he digs through his stuff and pulls out a novelette.
Oh, you know what? Actually, now that you mention it, I read this one. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, technically it was read to me, but yeah, I know this one.
She's the sea beast. She beast.
What? The tiefling?
Yeah.
Are you
The
sure
one on-
about that title? Is that like
I mean, look, and it shows you the cover, and see, it's her.
Yeah. Oh well. Yeah. I mean,
We have to invite them to the party.
you're absolutely correct. Let's do it. All right, we're on our way over there. I'll grab him. I'll escort him over there. Now that I've got a mission, we're on it. I hustle right over there. Big smile on my face. These are my friends.
Oh, sorry, do you know him? I'll get out of your way. And Veruca tries to walk away.
Ma'am, Veruca.
Hello. Oh, hello.
Hey. Lord Novak, let me introduce you. Hey, this is Lord Novak.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello. It is very
Really?
nice to meet you.
We are going to a fabulous party, and we would like you to be escorted with us. And you
That
can
is
bring
an
your
app.
friends too.
Look, let me just say that among certain circles, you're kind of a legend.
Oh, I know.
We don't need to get in. I knew it out on the street, but you should come party with us because I think it'll be a heck of a time. Really, hey, all of you.
I mean, I don't
It
really
seems like
drink
a
all
great
that
group.
much, but okay.
Do not worry. I will pay for everything.
Give him a good nut.
Oh,
Yes,
yes.
Novak's got
Okay.
deep pockets.
Oh, okay. I mean, I can't really go to the party if my friends don't want to go.
Oh, they're coming. See, right? Yeah.
And-
Yax is gonna lean in very close to Cora and be like, I don't. Should I know who any of these people are?
I'm not sure. I mean, I know Veruca's picture, but I don't think we should leave her alone with him. He looks kind of scuzzy.
Uh,
What if
I'm-
he's got, the itch?
I am so interested to know what you think that means.
I don't know, but my mom says that you should avoid men with the itch. And he might.
Is
have
somebody
it.
itching? I have a plant that might help with that. Veruca pulls out a root and just
I don't
Uh,
know. I don't know.
Paste.
I think, Veruca, I think we should go with you so you're not alone, because
oh,
women power kind of stuff.
You're okay, so you're up to going. Okay, amazing. Yes, I will be at the party.
Well, yeah, maybe we could find somewhere to talk there. And I've never been to a party.
That's excellent. I'm
you've never
glad
been to a-
hear you're all down for party.
Well, I've been
Yay.
to the end of year dinners at the towers, and you go all dressed up, and it's more like a banquet.
I don't think it's gonna be that kind of party.
How do
Is
you
it a
feel about
banquet?
combat sports?
I've read about them.
Yax gets a very cross look on her face, but she doesn't say anything.
It's gonna be fine.
Watchers, it appears a skinny-looking male black dragonborn child with rags for clothing, with a palm fan in one hand and a pen in the other, is heading in this direction. He appears that he has his back turned to the present party, and in all likelihood will run into them. Oh goody, looky there. This is a dream come true, Watchers, as the very person he is talking to is our last cast member and their two companions.
So you see a fairly decent sized group here. There is, first you'd probably spot the large, war horse that is being led through the streets by a heavily armored figure with a blue and red checkered pattern livery. A rearing horse appears in black upon the garb that he wears, as well as with a less distinct but older man with kind of graying stubble and slightly graying hair with a terrible like bowl cut, fairly simple with like a broken nose. He's kind of carrying like a backpack full of supplies and things, scurrying along behind. The man himself that's leading the horse is in heavy armor, and he's kind of just passively taking things in, not really paying that close attention to anything other than kind of following the lead of the bowl cut gentleman, Walter, who is kind of servant, and he's just kind of like staring at the back of him, letting him go. So he doesn't even really notice when this dragonborn character like stumbles into the rest of the group.
Sorry. Sir, hi. Name's Pin. I'm the guide. I'm leading Sir Benedict and his entourage.
It's probably when he first notices that he even ran into people. Oh dear, I'm sorry. Did my guide get in your way? Please, my apologies. I don't know the city very well. I just landed. So...
Hey, whoa. No apologies necessary, my man. Please. Welcome to the city. This is your guide? Is this your squire? Give us the full intro. I would love to know who I'm talking to.
I'm sorry. Yes, I am Sir Benedict Shudor from Constantinessa, Knight of the Realm, Defender of the Queen. May the light ever shine upon her. This here is Walter. He is my faithful servant, protector, armor, friend, really. And of course, my horse Maria, and our guide, the nice little boy.
Hi, name's Pin. Y'all
Pin.
have any pins? I like to collect
Is that
them.
why you're called Pin?
Yes. See,
Oh dear.
I got 3. And he holds out various fountain pens.
Your boy is very charming. Hey, let me introduce Lord Novak.
Oh Lord.
He is my patron for this evening. Lord Novak, I'd like you to meet some visiting.
It is good to see a fellow knight in our illustrious country.
Fellow knight. So you've served time.
Oh, no. I have family that have.
Oh, okay. Yes. Well, I guess there's a place for everyone. I'm not as familiar with your structures. I was not really trained in diplomacy. But
It is all right.
So you are... What, you have a wife that runs your estates for you?
No. I'm a bachelor, of course. I get around.
Of course.
I am
Lord
Novak.
Novak's got plenty of time. Got nobody at home telling him he's got to stay there. Hey, speaking of, no reason we need to stand out in the street. Why don't you come with us? We're on our way to a great place.
Well?
You need something to eat, right? Due to the city, it's been a long time. You've been on the road a while? Let's go. Refresh yourself.
Yes, that actually sounds wonderful, and you seem to probably know the city better than my poor guide. Pin.
Yes, sir.
Here's the coin I owe you. Why don't you run along? I think these fine individuals, you'll be perhaps able to guide me out of this bazaar.
Yes, sir. I can.
No, not you. I mean the wonderful people here that we met. Assuming they can, you could scurry along and not have to waste your time. You could go get another person to back into another group.
Is Penn mad about this? Am I poaching his guy?
Go
I
ahead.
you just stole from a child.
Pen, come here.
I mean, I'm going to pay the poor boy.
Cora
Because,
rummages through a bag and gives him a pen. Here, look, I have a pen.
Oh, well, thank you.
I have quills too, but I bet you don't have ink.
No, I live on the street.
Oh, you poor thing. Aww. He's
Yes,
so
yes,
cute.
All right, Pen. I don't think you're really gonna make the dress code where we're going, and I'll like throw him a silver piece. Be like, tell you what, why don't you hang out outside? I'll give you another one of those later when we come out.
So go ahead and give me a persuasion, unless if you're deceiving him.
No, that's what to do.
And with the help from the group, I am going to give you advantage.
Okay.
Balbog, he lives on the streets. Is there anything we can do?
Put him in
awful.
an orphanage.
Even with all the help, I only managed an 11.
11.
4 or 5.
If that was a persuasion roll.
He kind of looks at you funny. Well, okay. But I'm only going to stay an hour.
No, really, it's okay, little one. Here's the coin I owe you, and he'll pull out whatever the agreed upon coin was, and hand it to him. It was a pleasure for you to show me this far, but I believe we're going somewhere, and I'd hate to waste your time. You could easily go and find more pence somewhere, and get another person to lead around. And they're going to show me to a place where I can get refreshment and maybe relax a little bit from the long boat ride here.
Ted, he's saying you're fired.
I mean, he got paid for his full services.
He's job done. Good job. Go on
That's
your
it.
way.
Fired is like
Veruca's
Ben.
petting the horse.
You do what you
Veruca's
want to
kinda
do.
stuck around
I'm going to give you silver next time I see you, and I'll buy you beer. You take it easy, my man.
Do you think he's a little young for the... It's fine, I suppose.
It's good for you.
I'm going to give him 3 gold.
Provides blood.
Good lord.
Veruca wheezes. She sees you just hand him 5 gold like it's nothing, and she's like... She buckles over a little bit.
What's your name, lady?
Which lady?
You?
Oh, me? I'm Miss Cora.
Miss Cora? Really?
Yes? Here you go.
Anything you want me to do, I'll do.
Yes,
I
go
want
away.
you to learn and get educated and make yourself a better person.
Okay.
What they said. Maybe join the army. It really does kind of...
Don't join the army.
Don't
It's
join
full
the
of
army.
bugs.
No? It's not good here.
Propaganda machine.
Yeah,
Don't do
Yox
it.
is gonna drop down to a knee in front of this child, and she's gonna give him very
Very
explicit
focused on this
instructions.
child.
We're very focused on this child. Listen, the children are our future.
Just 5 adults crowded around
Bullying
one
a
child.
Yox is going to give him very explicit instructions on where to find where the town crier boys hang out, the kids, the little newsies, and just say, tell them I sent you. My name is Yox, and they will take care of you.
Okay. Yeah.
And watch out for squidaloops.
What are those?
Oh, they're fascinating. If you want to come here, I think I have a picture of them
my
somewhere.
goodness. I think Veruca tips over kind of kicks over a fruit stand and is lightly kicks over a fruit display and is like, oh my goodness, I think... you gotta go tell the criers about this injustice.
Yeah, we should be on our way. And I'm gonna gently shove the child away. Get out while you can.
And
Just
as
be careful.
y'all do, what do y'all wish to do?
Sir, I'm sorry, I didn't catch everyone's names. As I said, I am Sir Benedict of Shudor. This is Walter, my horse Maria, and all of you.
Does your horse talk to you?
No, the horses don't talk.
Some people talk to animals. I have met druids and they talk to animals.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's kind of a druid thing. He doesn't strike me as a druid.
He could
Are
be
you
a
saying
shiny
Druish
druid.
girl?
I'm sorry, what?
Druids.
I had a Druish girlfriend once. She could talk to
Druidish.
Huh.
It was a weird party. She was half elven.
Sure, it's...
Ambassador.
Those are those weird people that like to dance outside and underneath the moon and
I
do
mean,
things
I
with
think
plants.
weird is relative. It's all just how you are, and
I mean, she kind of was, but I think that was, there's a little bit of her family tree's kind of more of a straight line. So
horrifying. With that, Yox is gonna grab Veruca and Cora by the hand and say, I think we were wanted somewhere. Is that correct?
Veruca is actively trying to stay out of Sir Benedict's sight.
hey, you guys, I am taking Lord Novak to a great place. I want you guys all to come with me. I think we've already agreed that this is fully in the plan.
Yes, the more the merrier. I fully agree. And we are going to what Gundalf said is an excellent establishment. Fun, games, drinks, food to be had, and socializing, of course. After that...
Is it a bar?
I mean, I
think
I've never been
calling
to
it
a
a
bar.
bar would be selling it short.
I've never been to a
I
bar.
think where we are headed is more appropriately entitled an experience.
Gundalf...
When Yox hears him say this, she sort of steels herself mentally, and she leans into Cora and she goes, you would be doing me a personal favor if you could just stop loudly telling people how many things you don't know.
I can do that. Sorry.
I'm genuinely concerned for you.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
she's going to turn to Veruca, who she is holding onto with her other hand, and go, I have no idea who you are. And I genuinely... what?
Good.
That feels like a conversation we need to have later. But she's going to just...
You're like holding her hand and you've got her sleeve and she's like sinking closer to the ground.
And I'm just going to be like, I genuinely don't know what we're doing here or who any of you are. But I think we're going to a party and just, dear God, please don't leave me.
Okay, yeah, I mean, I'm probably just gonna find one place to stand in a corner, and I'm just gonna kind of stand there until the party is over.
Okay, yeah, that sounds really good. Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, good
I'm on
idea.
board.
Maybe we can find somewhere quiet and I can tell you about the map. Oh, am I not supposed to tell Veruca about the map?
Yox is going to kind of...
Sorry, I did it
You have
again.
a map?
I don't know about
you
the
have a
map.
map?
No,
I
wait,
have a
I do
map.
know about the map. I don't know which way to answer that.
You know what? We can compare maps later. I think are the guys just staring at us as this whole thing just happening?
We're whispering.
Actually,
No, I think...
We're having a girl huddle real quick.
Yeah.
everybody's walking.
Yeah.
through-
Sir Benedict's still trying to get people's names. He's like...
Yox is fully
What's your
ignoring
name?
him.
She's like,
He'll look at Gundalf and be like, "You seem to be the outspoken one here. What is your name, sir? And what's your duty here? Are you a guide like the little pole guy?"
That's a pretty deep. It's a pretty deep question to ask. Right off the bat, my friend. But yes, I do consider myself a guide. I consider myself a guide to the finer things in life. My name is Gundalf.
Gundalf, there we go. I've got
Lux at your
Lord.
service. Give him a big, deep bow. Give him the whole thing. So look, I consider myself something of a concierge. I am your gateway to all of the good things you can find in this city. Lord Novak and I have often gone out into the city and found any number of delights and diversions. I would be happy to take you with us and show you these same delights and diversions. Lord Novak has found some friends here. I'm not entirely certain who this lady is, but I think we can have a good time with them. And look, when we get there, they know who Novak is. I'll get you guys a great spot. Maybe we'll get a spot in the back. you guys want to talk, I noticed you guys are real big on, what's going on. But we'll get in there. I'll get us something to drink, get us something to eat. We'll have a great time. We'll bond. We'll become friends.
Sounds pretty great. And you can kind of tell that Walter is almost like giving Sir Benedict this look like, be careful, sir, don't do it. Like he's trying to give the don't go partying look to him. And Sir Benedict is for sure just kind of ignoring him. Oh, perfect. And Walter will have time to get Maria all brushed down, I'm sure. Is there like a stable or something nearby, some place where he could get her some refreshments? And
you know what? I will find you the exact spot.
Perfect.
I don't know what's nearby, but on the way there, we will find somebody, and I will pay them. If there's someone who can guide him to these stables or somewhere nearby where he can get his horse taken care of, I gotta take care of.
Gandalf, you remember I am paying this time around, so I will take care of all the expenses.
Oh, that is so generous of you, Lord Novak. You're very kind.
You have always showed me a good time, and anybody that I bring along with me, and I am bringing along these new people. Except for one that I know, which is a celebrity, Veronica.
Yes, my name is Veronica.
Celebrity.
Yes!
And he'll look around, probably for the first time.
Oh yeah, I think we're gonna need to go to the VIP lounge.
Oh, and like, he maybe catches a brief glimpse of Veruca, but not very close, and hears VIP lounge, and he kind of turns around and goes, "Oh, that sounds lovely."
Walter, I feel like is how bad is Walter? Just like right
Walter's,
now.
Yeah, I mean, you see sweat kind of brewing from the side of his, and you actually hear him kind of make a noise, and with that, each and every one of y'all continue through the maze of shops, tents, and whatever else comes up y'all's way, until you start to see a clearing and a familiar sight. Gandalf, you know for a fact that you have reached the Armored Mouse Arena. For the rest of y'all see a large tent, blue and tan, with red brick leading up to these elaborate doors of what appears to be gold and silver. And as y'all look just slightly closer, it is two armored mice fighting against each other. On the sides of the red brick are various statues of gladiators and beasts. Y'all hear ever so slightly the roar of a crowd within as they cheer whatever went on inside.
Well, that sounds like a good time. Walter, see to Maria.
Yes,
and
sir.
Once you get her properly, situated, please come. Of course, I'll take care of your food.
Plan on doing so, sir.
Mm-hmm. And no rush. And I'll hand him his glaive that he's been kind of like using as a walking stick almost as he goes through. And as he heads towards this tent, kind of a new sense of like enthusiasm, he will pull off this like large helm he kind of has on with these kind of like wings that go back off the top of it, and I'll shake loose his like kind of, it's brown hair, but it's been like lightened by a lot of time out in the sun, and I'll kind of like hold on to the helm as he walks in and kind of like runs his hand through his hair. He's a fairly handsome, muscular individual as he walks towards this tent.
That's the spirit, man. Let it hang loose. Let's go in there and find some fun. Gandalf knows everybody here, right? So is there like security or people at the door?
No. I mean, you know that the place has a tiefling waitstaff.
Mm-hmm.
And Annie Dupree is normally behind the bar. Sarender, if it's not his time for the grand show, is usually sitting next to the bar. And various cooks are in the kitchen.
So here's Gandalf's plan of attack. He's gonna lead everybody in, and if there's like a really good spot, like a booth or a side table or something where we can have all of us can sit, he's gonna try to like scope that out, get that in there. He's got somebody important with him, so he should be able to like flash some cash or at least indicate who he's with to try to get a get a really good spot.
What's the rest of y'all doing as y'all start to head toward the door of this establishment?
I don't think these are ancient statues. I think they're reproductions. I don't think they're real at all. I wonder if they're trying to make them look like they're real, but I don't think they're real at all. I think these are very, very cheap knockoffs, but they're trying to make them look like they're rich.
It reminds me a bit of the statues I saw when I traveled through Krantz in Resinique.
You've traveled?
Oh yes, I've gone up and down most of the Greywood.
Of course you have. Of course you have. That's why there's the guide. Oh my gosh. Oh, stupid Cora. I knew that.
I actually, no, I mean, I didn't write that guide. I'm just kind of the cover model.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yes.
How loud was this comment?
Oh no. Veruca she tries to talk pretty quietly, but she can kind of lose a sense of like pitch sometimes. So like it's probably medium quiet.
Yeah.
Medium.
Rolled a 16 for perception, so I'm thinking
maybe I can. Do you want me to roll a stealth or something?
It's up to you. It's up to you.
Roll
Let's
stealth.
see. Not one!
Yeah, no, you're...
He'll turn
character.
and
You heard
take you in
everything.
probably for the first time. Just say press and he'll kind of step back and he'll reach and then realize he has no weapons on him at the moment other than like a dagger.
I am not affiliated with my country anymore. I'm just living here, being a guide.
He'll glance around, seeing that no one else is really reacting to you in a negative manner, and he'll take a breath. I'm sorry. I'm not familiar with this place where I'm from. I don't see many of your kind on this side of the mountains.
Yes, I don't see many of my kind here. Any of my kind here. So the rest of your trip should be safe.
I mean,
and then she goes into the tent.
Do apologize. I didn't mean to be taken off guard. It's just not familiar. And he's kind of following her in now, feeling a little bad about the way he reacted.
Yox is gonna wedge herself between them and give him that kind of like up and down, like judgmental look, before she follows after Veruca to like the vibe she's giving off is very much like F around and find out, like leave her alone, and she's gonna chase after Veruca to try to comfort her.
It's okay. He's Constantinopolitan. It makes sense,
No, it's not okay. You're upset.
If I saw another tiefling of my kind in the area, I would be suspicious too.
We are more than where we came from. All of us.
You You do not understand where I come from.
Maybe I don't, but maybe I understand what it's like to be assumed to be something other than what I am.
I appreciate it.
I'm sorry I didn't know who you are.
This conversation.
Horrifying.
He's grinding. No, it's fine. I'm the way most people know me is not the way that Cora knows me. It's more of the way that Lord Novak knows me. So it's fine.
And Cora is following Sir Benedict with a parchment and her pen, and she is like asking, so why don't you like tieflings? What's going on with tieflings? So what does that have to do with Contessa and Nessa?
Oh, dear.
I need to understand what this conflict is all about. So, like, I don't
Good
want to
deal.
break any of your protocols or anything like that, but I just need to know.
I think it's quite literally her first day out.
Yes. How old are you, dear?
I'm 12.
12. All right. Well, I mean,
But that's
Like-
grown for a kinku. We don't live as long
Well,
as people
but-
do.
oh. I
It's
mean,
like
I was serving as squire by
it's
12.
like 18 in people years, in human years.
Oh, so you've seen plenty of combat and
No,
front
I've
lines.
oh wait,
Yeah.
I can't talk about it.
oh, I didn't mean to break your protocol.
It's new to me too. I just
All
got
right.
it in the street over there.
Oh wait. Hey, are you like old enough to drink? I don't want to get in trouble here.
You were gonna buy a beer for Penn.
Well, he's like a street kid. They've got tolerance. They're tough.
You can
Does
give
she
that kid
strike
many
you as a
beers
street
you
kid?
want.
Hey, look. You know
I think
what?
That's why he's asking.
Everybody knows their own level. If you don't want anything to drink,
she
that's fine.
does.
Oh, well, okay, all right. Well, we'll start with light beer then.
The beer. Oh, they don't have like wine or anything.
Water.
This one-
Can we do water?
I wasn't
Maybe a
talking
nice
for
juice?
the Kenkyu. I was talking for myself.
What about
I
milk?
love melon juice.
I'm
Melon
sure we can
juice.
find something forever.
What is a melon?
Melon juice? Like watermelon and cantaloupes and
Oh,
melons?
I think I've seen some at the
Watermelon.
court. Yes, I mean, you don't see it that often. Where I spent most of my time, but I think I remember some. And there was never mind. Where are we going to go sit?
So how am I doing securing us a spot?
Roll for spot.
You may, as
Roll for
We've had such terrible first rolls.
what's your
Use Trent.
you have two options. You can roll for perception, or you may tell me your passive perception.
Well, I mean, it's pretty good. It's a 14.
Okay. So you quickly survey the room. You see the various waitstaff tieflings moving about. Right next to the door to your right is a group of Hardorian guards, off break or about to go on duty, whatnot. Beyond that, going on that direction are large folk. It appears to be 2 orcs and 2 minotaurs. They seem to be each a couple, seem to be enjoying the show, and not as rowdy and insane as the large goblin group beyond them, as you see hollering, shouting, food being thrown. The tables in front of them that are empty are a complete wreck and a mess with all kind of food waste and the like abound. On the other side, however, to your left, it seems that a group of maybe satyrs, you're not too sure, goat folk even, are having a decent meal with each other and are enjoying the liveliness. Closer to the bar, or closer to the arena, however, what is your passive history? It's 10
Passive
plus.
history.
Yeah, 10 plus any bonus in history.
Yeah, I was not really ever a good student, so we're gonna go with 10 there, Dave.
10. You're not too sure, but you're pretty sure. I mean, it's just a hunch. It's just a hunch. But there is about 5 halflings sitting up close and personal to the arena and are screaming, shouting, biting furniture. And you're pretty sure that they are maybe Griso halflings, which you've heard that Griso halflings are cannibalistic in nature.
Yeah, so maybe we should take one of these tables up kind of away from the cannibals and the goblins.
Y'all may move yourselves to that table.
Are we all on the...
I saw that little awkward move over near Veruca, and did Benedict's kind of walk over there and then was like, oh crap.
Yeah, I think he was
side.
kind of absently walking over, and then noticed where Veruca sat, and looked over at Yax and was like, "Nice small room over here. My armor does make it tough to position oneself."
I'm gonna call Lord Novak to come sit over here. We got this front row table.
Yes,
set
yes.
for him.
Indeed. Where's Cora moving to?
Hey, big guy. Why don't you sit down at that end?
He flops himself down.
Or whoever that is. I just wanted somebody to go sit by the cannibal.
Just
We're
a
fine.
shield, a big old meat shield.
I love how everyone else moved, and it's Veruca and Benedict sitting on opposite ends of the table, just like
Neither of them have noticed yet. We're just kind of awkward.
taking in the scene. Turn.
Lord Novak looks around. Why are we all so spread out? Come. We have plenty of room at this table.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh, sorry. After you.
No, it's okay. You can.
Yeah, I think we'll definitely kind of crowd around Cora's Dragonborn friend.
Yeah, I'm guessing Lord Novak would insist that
You guys are in
Veruca would sit next
for
to
a
him.
great thing.
Yes,
If
come.
you really want the full experience, sit on the side by the cage. Sometimes the sweat will actually splash all the way out.
That sounds horrendous.
Yes, horrible.
I'm good right here. Oh, is wait. Is that one of the wait staff?
Oh yeah, if there's anybody who will bring us food, I'm gonna get it started. I'm gonna make sure they know Lord Novak is paying.
She
We're getting
comes
lobster.
She comes up to you, Gundalf, and you know her as Mind. M-I-N-D. She is a blue-toned tiefling. As she looks down at you and scoffs, Gundalf, you're back.
Of course I am, Min. I can't stay away from this place for too long, huh?
You want your mug?
Of course I do. And please, bring something for everybody at the table. Lord Novak's hosting a big party. He really wants to do it up.
I see.
A wine would be lovely if you have it. Maybe something on the lighter side. It's been quite hot outside today.
And everyone else?
I will have a clean Constantinocean, which is a drink that is milk and some sort of liquor, with fancy liquor and something else kind of ostentatious. We'll have a clean Constantinocean with no lavender. please. So she's
Okay.
asking for a glass of milk.
That sounds great, but I'll take it with the liquor and that. What? You just want milk?
I don't drink.
Oh dear. That's.
And
I
you
mean,
don't
that's
have to.
fine. No, it's a choice everyone can make.
I'm gonna look straight at the server and be like, I'll just take a lemonade, please.
See, yes, it's perfectly fine. Come to a drinking establishment and only order non-alcoholic beverages.
Thank you for the permission I didn't ask for.
Sir Benedict is like, his hands are like in the table.
Hey, parties for everybody. Bring us some food too.
Sounds lovely. Yes.
Do you want the chef special
You know, yeah.
or the party
Tell
platter?
him, tell him that Gundalf wants the full spread.
Right. And
Can you make a couple portions extra spicy?
yeah, we can do that. What kind of spice are you looking for?
She does kind of like a look between tieflings that's like, you know how
Okay.
spicy I want it.
Right. Okay. We can do that. And you? And she looks down at you for
Hold on. Battlebug, what can I drink?
I recommend that you don't get drunk.
No, I don't think any alcohol. Just in case the symbol really does mean no alcohol, I shouldn't do that.
I mean,
Juice?
I can carry you, but it will be uncomfortable.
Mother would kill me.
Mm.
And what if I'm allergic to alcohol?
You're not.
I might be. I've never had it.
I don't think that's really a thing.
The annoying knight is right. I don't think that's really a thing.
It's a thing.
I
People
mean,
can be
he's not-
allergic to alcohol.
I mean, he's not, he's not annoying. He's just adjusting to the culture. Culture can take a bit to adjust.
It's okay. I'll just get some melon juice. And do you have any grubs?
Are you allergic to nuts? Huh? Try these. And I'm gonna go like this, like I'm gonna throw one at her. There's bar snacks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm allergic to nuts. No, I can have all sorts of seeds and nuts. That's fine.
Awesome. The second I get a scent, I'm gonna launch that one right.
Roll me a dex check.
For which one?
Me?
No,
Uh,
Gundalf.
Oh, I was about to say, I'm not trying to catch that.
no.
Can Veruca roll one to like kind of get it in the air with like a toothpick?
Mhm.
Yeah. Roll contesting rolls. Whoever rolls the highest.
Okay, so just a dex, flat dex.
That's straight up dex.
That is an 18.
Versus my 14.
How does this look as this nut goes hurtling across the table toward Cora?
I think Veruca's just she's been like kind of messing with a toothpick that's in like a little container on the table. And she just sees like a little flying projectile and she just goes, boop! She like flicks the toothpick at it and it goes, dink! And it just like absolutely goes straight through it. And like kind of clatters against the cage since we're right there.
That was quite impressive, actually.
That was amazing! More than just impressive.
That was cool. Do that again. Here. I'm gonna throw a nut like at you this time. All
Do
right.
you know the chances of that actually happening? And she starts rattling off the math, which like the
You've got,
percentiles
like,
and the
you've got an
angle and all
abacus
that.
Gundalf is already trying to like figure out how he can turn this around into like hustle up some bar games. Like she's clearly got some mad
Party's very
skill.
much needed. Yeah.
I think while that whole distraction is happening, Yox is going to lean over to Cora and say, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to keep kind of harping on this because I'm sure you're having a lovely time with these delightful people. But what we were talking about the maps. earlier.
I forgot. Oh my goodness. Oh, we gotta go somewhere super quiet and careful.
I don't think we're gonna find that here.
You're right.
I think this is just kind of it.
Okay, but can we trust? I mean, I don't know. I mean, Sir Benedict's
perception of 18, so she's probably hearing this.
Sir Benedict's a knight, so he can probably be trusted. I don't know about the itchy guy, and I'm not. I don't know about his little rich friend.
I mean, is there? I think we're working with different levels of information here. Is there something dangerous about this map?
No, but I think it leads to okay, well, I don't know. Maybe. But it could be like a treasure map, or it could be like a onward to your death kind of map. It's an adventure map either way.
Yox is visibly crestfallen at that information.
Oh, what did you want it to be?
I don't know.
It like reveals something hidden, I think, but it doesn't tell what's hidden.
Wait, that's very...
So it could be like a treasure, or it could be like a big, huge monster that's going to eat you. I don't know. But it tells where something's hidden. I just don't know what's hidden.
Okay. You and I have very different concepts of what treasure is. I need to just remember that there's a barrier here.
That's very opinionated. You know what I mean? It's everybody has a different. I think you're right. Everybody has a different concept of what a treasure is. Is my books. Oh my god! And that guy in the shop that was just wrecking everything.
Really quickly, before you go off on what I'm sure is going to be a fascinating tangent, just kind of tell me more about this treasure. Could it be information? Could it be?
Yes.
Okay.
Look, come here. And so I'm gonna move, and I have to get to the right screen. So I'm gonna move to the table behind us.
Okay.
Over here, and say, "Come over here."
Yep, I'll follow.
And then I'm gonna tell Balbog to kind of block the view-ish. So he'll lean on the table, and we'll kind of spread the map behind him.
Okay.
Actually, he's just gonna sit down next to Veruca.
Okay, well, just so we want to block the view. So.
I mean, he's got all of your luggage on him. So. And he's a big dragonborn on top of that.
There's a hat
which
box
reminds
on
me,
top
and
of
then
Veruca.
she goes and gets a book out of one of his packs and puts it down as it's on contestants. What is it? Constantinessa. And she puts it on the table, big thick book, and she's like, I gotta ask Sir Benedict about this later. But first the map. And she goes back to the
And with that, Watchers, it is that time and place that our party settles into the Armored Mouse Arena as food and drink has been brought to their table. And with that, we should take a 15-minute break and then come back after they've or almost finished eating and see what the conversation has unfolded from there.
If you are enjoying our content, please consider supporting us through Patreon.
Patrons get access to videos early, as well as digital content easily imported into your own game or campaign. Every bit of support helps us grow as a channel. Do you enjoy watching a live game? Do you have Amazon Prime? Please consider subscribing using your Prime sub on twitch.tv/thexpguild. This is a free and easy way to support the channel. Finally, if you do enjoy this content and know others who might, tell your friends and family about the XP Guild. Thank you so much, guys, for joining us for yet another XP Guild show. If you are enjoying this, please do us a favor, click like, subscribe, hit the bell notification if you want to be notified when our next show goes live. Feel free to drop us a comment. We'd love to hear from you guys, hear your thoughts on the show, or anything else you want to talk about. I'd like to take a quick moment to say thank you to our friends over at Hero Forge, a Sky Castle LLC product. We are not sponsored by them, but if you're looking for great custom miniatures, check out HeroForge.com. They've been so kind to let us use their art, as many of the miniatures and artwork that we use come from their website with their permission. However, they have not reviewed our content, and so what we do does not necessarily represent their views or beliefs. Again, thank you to Hero Forge.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Now, let's get back to the show.
Welcome, watchers. I hope you had a wonderful break as our party has settled down with food, good drink, and conversation. And with that conversation, let us go find out what it's all about.
The drinks are here. Perfect. What's the other ones? I don't think I ever got. I think either of the names. I heard people calling the Kenku Cora.
Cora. Yes, Cora. And then I do think they did tell you their names.
No, I
But-
think I got some judgmental looks, but I don't think I actually got names.
Yax
Yax, okay.
is the other one.
Yax Cora. And he'll pick up the drinks and kind of like come over. Your beverages are here, and food at the table. What are you looking at?
Oh, thanks.
Don't touch it unless you don't touch it.
No touch. I
I'm
understand
Sorry. I'm sorry. It's
the term of consent.
old and it's very delicate. You have to be very respectful. Sorry.
No,
I get
I-
excited.
I understand. I did a little bit of history studying myself. I understand. You must protect the old things, the items. What is it?
You're a historian as well as a fighter?
Well, I don't know about historian, but I did have some tutoring of the history. Quite a bit of it was, families and, this person begot that person and whose mother is in charge of what area. But a little bit, yes. It was quite interesting. Something to pass the time.
I haven't finished running tests on it yet, but I think the scroll is from the Divine Age.
Oh dear, well, that's quite interesting. And a map somewhere.
It is a map, and I've translated it. And the map.
While she's kind of retranslating things, does Veruca? She's been all around Meba. Does she recognize the stuff on the map as anything particular, like any particular place?
Give me a history check.
That is a 5. It's very loud in here.
We're crushing it.
Yeah, nothing stands out.
While everyone else is kind of poring over the map, now that they've all taken an interest, Yax is going to try to position herself sort of over Cora's shoulder, and she's going to unroll her little map that she carries with her, and she's just going to try to take note of the differences to just kind of see if there's anything anything she can divine as having been intentionally left off of the map that she has, or seeing if she can maybe sort out if maybe the map she has is like a rough draft version of this map.
Go ahead and give me investigation.
Okay. Not my best. Okay. 15.
Yeah. Some of the numbers are off as far as the mileage goes.
Okay. Like, is the map that Cora has, is it showing a longer distance? Like, what kind of discrepancy is it?
It is showing a longer distance, particularly not so much going north by northwest, but once you get to that spot and you go west from the river, it's shorter because your map shows the present day, and this map is much, much older, and it appears that the river is in a different spot from what it is today.
Okay. I am going to keep that information to myself for the moment.
Okay.
Is there a significance to your map? I mean, does it lead you to somewhere? Is that your home, or...
Yes, let me show you. See my necklace here? You see this runic eye symbol? So it's a symbol of an eye with a hand behind it. And this rune has been studied since, I don't know, for a while. And the rune has been thought to be a warning against alcohol poisoning.
It seems like a very elaborate thing to go about in order to tell people not to drink.
Yes,
It really
but
depends on cultural differences.
a lot of people... Yeah, a lot of people have just kind of blown it off. But it was researched by Professor Maurice Tinklenberg. Have you heard of him?
No.
Okay. Anyway, so he was a gnome archaeologist that lived a long time ago, but we still study all his writings today. So most people have heard of him and his theories, but not you, but that's okay. So he said this runic eye was a warning that you shouldn't drink because this symbol is always accompanied by warning runes that tell of headaches and hallucinations, and sometimes it makes you sing really loudly or chant, and you'll get like a euphoric feeling followed by sickness, which sounds like alcohol. But I don't think that's what that is. So I have been looking for this symbol. I found this symbol when I was a very little girl, and I just do not think that's what this symbol is. So like my life study at the towers have been to figure out what this symbol means, and I've gotten to where I can't do any more research in the towers, and I'm finally old enough for my mom to let me out of the towers and go out and look for the symbol. And so I was looking for the symbol, and I found this map, and the map says, when I translated it, the map says that, oh my goodness, this temple in the center of it is called the Temple of the Chosen. That's what's written here at the top. And see, it has the runic eye above the temple. So I think I'm going to find more information about the eye at that temple. And it looks like these are directions to go find something. I don't know what that something is. It doesn't say on the map what's there. It just says the temple's there. But it's the temple where the chosen go. I'm not sure, again, who those people are. We'd have to go exploring. So this could be a treasure map. This could be just a map to the Trump Temple, which is a treasure for me because, oh my gosh, think of all the archaeology and all the digs and all the artifacts we could find, and it would just be amazing. Sorry, I'm ranting. And then, or it could be jewels, or it could be gold if you're, it could be knowledge. It's just unexplored, and I would love to have a chance to go find it and see what's going on with it.
Is there an axe? Gundalf's way at the end of the table, was barely paying attention. Is there an X?
No, there's just a temple. See, it's a square.
Because if there's an X, it's for sure treasure map. That's what a guy told me one time.
I know, that's what I was
Gandalf, we
thinking,
can't-
but it's just a square.
Adolf, could you come over here? I can't hear you.
What?
From like the screams. I can't hear you. I can't hear you from all the
What?
screams.
Come here.
No, Gandalf, come here.
There's a guy getting his head beat. I can't hear you. I'll make my way over. All right, what's going on? Seriously, this looks like a puppet show I saw last week. Goonies.
Interesting.
Wow.
Oh, I saw
Um,
that thing.
Hey, you guys, I think we should pay attention to this here. So, our little friend Cora here has a map, which might lead to a important find, of which some artifacts might be located. Personally, I don't think she's ready to be out there on her own, so you would definitely need someone to keep you protected, of which I could possibly
And
be
that
of
could
assistance.
be me.
Yes, and
I'm very good at
Veruca.
I know the jungles quite well.
well, I was going to say, you Gandalf know the local areas very well. Perhaps you could be at least our guide out, and then Veruca could help take over from there.
You know, even if I'm not your guy, I'm the guy who knows the guy. So I think this sounds like a solid plan. I hear there's a lot of money to be made in those expeditions into the jungle. Pretty expensive to get everything, transported back and forth. That look good.
Well, I mean, I may not be Lord Novik, but I have a little bit of money. I could definitely help with some of the funding of some expedition of sorts, as long as I perhaps had a small choice of some of the artifacts to bring back home.
Well,
I
hey,
could definitely let you know which ones are worth money and which ones belong in the towers, which would be the equivalent of a museum.
Yes, exactly. It's sort of why I'm out here, actually. I was hoping to find an expedition to partake in, to procure some artifact of some sort of power for to return to the Queen and her king consort.
You answer directly to the Queen of Constantinople.
Well, I am one of her knights, sworn defender of the realm. May the light ever shine upon her. I was sent here on a mission by King Consort himself, actually.
What kind of mission?
Oh, well, like I said, to procure some form of artifact that could possibly be used for the betterment of the realm.
I tell you this, buddy. We can find you some form of artifact. I guarantee.
Well, I mean, yes, there'd have to be something of quite substantial benefit in order for me to return there with it.
You know,
They kicked you out, didn't they?
it may take
That
No,
was
I'm-
rude.
I was sent on a mission.
it may
to
take
find out.
time.
Insight. Insight.
Inside.
Insight.
Insight. Insight
Roll your
check.
insight. Oh god.
Can we all do it?
Yes.
Yeah,
we all
Freaking
may all-
11. I think Veruca's like, she's sitting real close to a Constantinople, which she never thought she would ever do ever.
Well, I did roll a 9, so.
Amazing.
Oh, 11. You're like,
So,
me? No.
what
Never.
did Yox roll?
I think I got a 13.
But your
Okay.
roll reads.
What
You're
did-
playing like a book.
Gundalf roll? If Gundalf is checking.
Yeah, I did. But I only got a 14. I don't really care.
Oh,
Sounds
okay.
But I got a 9.
You might
And
have gotten the
Cora?
best roll out of all of us.
19.
Never
Let
mind.
us, on that beautiful, beautiful roll, let us welcome in our new raid. Thank you, Evandale, for raiding us.
Hey, thanks, dude.
Hi,
They-
Evandale.
They are figuring out if Sir Benedict is full of shit right now.
Oh, fully. He was definitely kicked out. You can all tell that the way he responds was like, no, of course not. Yeah, there's like sweat coming down.
It was the sweat that gave you away.
Sweaty boy.
No.
It's the layers of armor.
And he'll kind of like look around and be like, anyways, in order to return, I need to complete my mission, which is to find an artifact.
I could help you with that. We'll get you a good one that'll get you back in with the queen and her consort.
Appreciate that, yes.
We can do that.
Yes.
So, we're going on an expedition, you say, as Balbug speaks up.
Yep, that's why I have you all packed.
But
You were ready to split town immediately.
I don't want to go back to Mom. She won't let me go. She's a little overprotective. She thinks I'm a baby.
you know,
Gandalf.
Yes.
I do believe the human is winning.
Who's
I'm
talking?
bored now.
the
What
Lord-
have y'all been talking about?
Lord Novak.
Nothing, actually, sir. Lord, we were discussing where next to take you. Gundolf is a most informative guide to the city. It's quite amazing.
Oh, yeah. We were talking about maybe this other party, but that was like maybe a just you and me party, and like not a Lord Novak party, or.
I mean,
I
don't think it would be his style. It seems like he's more into the liveliest things.
Yeah, I think.
Don't we need a financial backer?
I mean, I'm not sure if he could survive the jungle trip. I know.
No.
quite a
Financial
few
backer
little
doesn't go. They
creatures
just
that
send
could
money.
Just.
what is this about financial?
Well,
I mean, we couldn't ask you to pay for the party that we're going to go to. It's not really that exciting. Like we said, it's more of like a book reading for our friend.
Yes. I must.
Book readings are very exciting. God.
Exactly.
See,
Right. Well,
As he rummages through his stuff,
not.
Lord.
he pulls out a noveletta, as y'all all get to see it, known as Sexy Barbarian Women of Ballinway. And you see,
Didn't they spell Ballinway wrong?
they always do that. It is kind of a pun on words.
Oh.
I don't think that's what a pun is.
I'm
Fall
trying to.
in
Sorry.
way.
Wait, is that?
That's Veruca! You're on another book!
Wow. You're not wearing much clothes there.
Leather.
Special?
I would never wear. Leather is. Leather bikinis are not very conducive to proper jungle hygiene. I just do some contracting work for the modeling agency sometimes.
Everybody has to make a living. You shouldn't feel bad.
No problem.
No.
Eventually, you'll marry and have a husband to do all the side work for you.
Skin is just natural. It's okay.
honestly, Miss, I was a little unclear which character you were in the book. I've heard it several times. And were you playing the murdered mama, or were you the untamed she-beast?
I think it was supposed to be kind of up to the reader's interpretation. They just, kind of just an insert character here, depending on one's taste.
Well, there was a lot of inserting in the book. That's true.
I haven't read it.
I do believe she was the she-beast. Do you mind signing my book, please?
Oh, this book is sticky. Does anyone have a pen?
He pulls
I
out a
do.
pen.
Oh, where's that kid?
Did you give your pens to the kid?
I gave one. I have more than one. Don't you carry extra pens?
Check to see if the kid sleight of handed all your pens.
I have quills and ink too.
He did not.
Okay, where would you like me to sign?
I have cartographer tools and supplies.
Please. On the cover, naturally. And then in the
Her hand hovers. I feel like her hands hover over like a blank portion, and he just moves her hand right over her boobs.
I mean, if you have her sign there, you won't get your view. Yeah, sign right there, probably a good idea.
It is signed.
Thank you. Thank you. So, what is this investment that you wish me to purchase?
Well, I think Benedict may have had his own interest, but we're thinking about going off in search of treasure.
Ah, that is always a lustrous endeavor.
That kind of Sir Benedict, I'm sure you'll agree that kind of endeavor could get pretty expensive. I mean, who knows what we could end up spending all Lord Novak's money on a trip like that?
I suppose so. It's the only thing I worry about is what would happen if we went and say we didn't find anything. That would be quite an investment that didn't pay off for the poor Lord.
Well, Lord Novak wouldn't be the first time you gambled and lost, would it, huh?
That is true. I mean, I like a good gamble. And going on an expedition is the greatest gamble of them all. Whether you find anything or I'll just simply die. That is a bet that I'm willing to make. Especially to
It's
my
not a gamble.
colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
What's not a gamble?
Lord.
The map. It's not a gamble. And Yox will step forward and she'll place her map down next to Cora's. And she'll say, "There's something there."
Oh, I like how your map is adjusted for when the meteor hit. Because, the meteor hit and it moved the landscape. And yes, I think the distances on your map would be much more accurate to where we are going. Very much so.
I mean, not to mention that rivers do just meander anyways in time, and they maneuver. Sorry, I'm sounding like a... Yes.
They do. They carve new paths because water always finds a way.
Yes.
You're not wrong.
But does it have memory?
It does not.
I wouldn't venture to say so now.
Yox is going to turn to Cora and say, "Can I look at your..." And she's going to gesture to the little symbol.
Yes. I'll have to tell y'all the story of how this happened to me.
I
take it off and
God, I wish you wouldn't. And
not now. I can later.
And can I roll either Arcana or History to see if I recognize this or if I've come across it in any of my previous exploits?
I'll allow either or, and you'll get the answer adjusted to that particular skill.
Okay, then I'm gonna go Arcana. Ooh, 11.
Can, as a person who really knows Ballinway, really knows Miva, can Veruca help with that?
No, but you can make your own separate roll.
Or Arcana, right?
And that makes sense, Yox, because it's a very rare symbol. So.
Yeah, no, Veruca doesn't know it. Well, I mean, if you're going to go into the jungle, I can't in good conscience let someone like you, she just kind of gestures to the whole of Cora, kind of go in there alone. I do get the kind of feeling that you are a little more book smart than experience smart.
I'll tell you a secret. Today's the first day I've been out of the towers of intellect in my entire life.
Oh god, I was right. It is literally her first day out.
It is my first day in the city, and this is so exciting.
Yes, the city is very exciting when you first go into it.
Miss Cora, could I make a suggestion? Maybe don't ever mention that again. It's not always safe to tell people that you've never experienced certain things and places. People tend to try to take advantage of that sort of thing.
But I think I picked good friends. Y'all wouldn't do that. And then there's Bug who will like snap somebody in half if they do try to do anything.
No.
To me.
I mean, I don't know everyone here, but I do feel that it's probably safer for you to not... I mean, it is good for you to go out and experience. I mean, how else are you going to tell your husband what to do? How are you going to learn to establish your family's legacy on your own without going out, you know? But I would not tell everyone about that, you know. Put on the air of experience, at least. Fake it till you make it, I've heard people say.
I'll do some research on that.
I mean, this would very well be a research project in and of itself.
Are you familiar with the term, fake it till you make it?
No.
Gundalf.
But I get the gist.
Gundalf, where are you?
Did you say something about faking it? There's a little music playing in the background.
Swagger's over!
I don't know how many ales that man's had, but he seems rather loose.
I've just been over like talking to Lord Novak, basically running up all the things that we're gonna have to purchase that like he's gonna have to put up some cash.
Veruca's gonna lean over to you, Gundalf, and be like, perhaps you can have him pay a premium since I guess I could sign something else of his. And I don't know.
Careful what.
Take a photograph.
Sure.
I got an idea.
Okay.
Why don't we tell him? Why don't we get him to underwrite some kind of a new project? Huh?
Okay.
I mean,
better
Cora could.
him. I'm not the words guy, right? Like the business guy, but like I think we could get him interested in it. Yeah, I'll tell him you're coming, and you're gonna.
Well, Cora seems to be book smart and quite a bit about that sort of thing. Maybe she could write the next Untamed She-Beast story, but actual real life, you know.
It would, I think, perhaps a more of a travel journal rather than one of those. I do think those are trademarked or copyrighted.
Fair enough. Yes. I mean.
Poor Yox. She is
A little horrified.
Yox is standing in the middle of this cacophony surrounding the chaos that is this group's discussion, and she is watching as everything she has hoped for the past several months has literally walked into her grasp and is now being debated over by these like 4 people of questionable intelligence.
Hey, I have a +1.
So I think she will pull Cora aside and say, listen, I don't want to intrude on your thing here. But I can't help feeling like us meeting the way we did is fate. I need to go where that map leads.
Me too. Totally. My symbol, and we're aside away from everybody, right? You said
Yeah,
something on
I
the side.
I
Okay.
looked at it a little.
My symbol, when I found it, it whispered to me. It's only done it once, and I only heard the voice once, and I don't like to spread that around. But it told me, it just said the words, and I couldn't quite make it out. Either I'm coming or it's coming. So I know it's not a symbol like everybody thinks it is, and I really, really want to get to the bottom of it, but my mom has been so overprotective. I just haven't been out in the world.
Okay.
But I have to go. I agree. I have to go to that temple. Even though it might kill me.
It's not. No, it's not gonna kill you. I mean, and we can't go just the two of us, but can we really trust these three?
Well, the knight should have a code, even though he questionably got kicked out of his country. We won't get into that. It's fine. He should still have a code that he lives by. Veruca seems very, very sweet. And the guide that she wrote was really nice. Well, she didn't write it. She just said she had a picture in it. I don't know. I get a good vibe off of her. The only one that I don't know about is Itchy.
Itchy?
Gundalf.
Oh, the dancing one?
Yes, he gives me those itchy vibes. My mom calls it itchy. It's like a guy that's going to break your heart. You know, if you get too close to him, he has ill tendency, which causes heartache. Itch. He's itchy.
Well, I'm afraid to tell you that whether they intend to or not, sometimes people will break your heart on accident.
But I think we should take him with us because, I don't know, he does seem fun. And he got the guy to pay for everything.
Okay. If you're sure, I just really want to do this, and
We'll try, and, you know, if it doesn't work out, maybe we'll get him eaten by something in the jungle. That's horrible. I shouldn't say things like that. That's horrible.
Yax laughs out loud, and it is this melodious, delightful sound. If a little bit rusty, as though maybe she hasn't really laughed in a long time. And she takes both of Cora's hands in hers, and she goes, I don't pretend to always understand fate, but I think in this particular instance, we got it right. And I'm glad that I met you.
Aw, me too. You're making me feel really awkward, though.
That's okay. I do
Okay.
that to people.
It's okay. It's just because you're being really honest, and I don't know how to take it yet.
Oh, is that bad?
No, I think I just got to get used to you because you're a new friend.
And Yax smiles. She goes, yeah, a new friend.
New friends are
Okay.
always a little, you know what I mean? It's just weird until you get to know each other, and then you go, oh, that's just her.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
At least that's what I've read.
All right, well, should we get this party started?
Let's see what they have to do. We should let Sir Benedict think he's leading. I think that'll be important to him.
You're really nice.
It's okay. If he does a bad job, I also know a lot about poisonous plants.
Okay. If we want to let Sir Benedict think he's leading, then okay. I think that's probably fine. You're smarter than you give yourself credit for.
Probably too smart. Just not street smart. I haven't been out. But you need a book? You need something read? I got it. I can forge
Gotta
documents.
stop
I
saying
can...
that.
Okay, sorry.
I'm gonna tie your mouth shut. Not really. That was an expression, but like, you've got to stop just telling people that you don't know things.
Conveniently, I'm a kinku. That would be super easy.
That's That was the joke. That was. Okay, and she just kind of throws her arms around Cora's shoulders and takes her back to the rest of the group.
Back at the table, the Lord is definitely paging through the sexy women of Ballinway thing, and I feel like Veruca's just kind of like, yes, I do remember that photo shoot.
Right,
Yep.
right. Just sign right here. That's all you have to do. Go ahead, Gundalf.
Yes.
I want to leave it up to you.
Mm-hmm.
The conversation that you had with Lord Novak
Yeah.
about this expedition, you may either roll persuasion or deception.
Okay. Well, they're
And-
about the same for me.
And I'll allow you to choose between
Can
the
I-
two.
Can I offer an alternative route to this?
Yes, please do.
This guy is clearly interested in gambling all of his money away,
Yes.
and I'd like to turn this into an insight check and really figure out what it is that is most exciting to him about this, and just like be completely honest. I'm not even trying to. He already wants to do it. I don't need to persuade him to anything. I don't need to fool him in any way. I just need to find out what it is about this that he's already excited about and hammer that home.
Okay.
So that's what I was thinking. But I deception or that sounds like persuasion otherwise.
So go ahead and give me that insight though, because
Okay.
this insight could help you with the persuasion roll that you're about to do.
Okay, well I got a 22 on my insight roll.
You have definitely figured out the way his mannerisms are, the way he talks about impressing his fellow colleagues.
Mm-hmm.
And you remember at one point and one time that he is part of a few societies of archaeology and anthropology and donors of various museums throughout Ballinway. And as...
So-
Yes, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say, so he's already somebody who like has or somehow acquires things that are in museums and stuff. This is kind of his gig already.
Yes. And with that, I'm allowing you to have advantage on persuasion. Now, before you roll it,
Okay.
there is a set DC. And this DC will determine on how much your expedition is funded, how quickly he can put it all together,
Okay.
and what y'all's cut is.
All right. So the better I do on this one, the more cash can be made, the quicker, etc.
Exactly.
Okay. Rolling an advantage. 23, sir.
Lord Novak has agreed full-heartedly to fund this entire expedition. He believes that he can put the entire thing together in 1 month. On top of that, he only wants 25% of the loot.
Gotcha. That's
And naturally, name rights to the site itself.
of course. That goes almost without saying. I'll have to work out with the more intellectually inclined of our new expedition partners here about what the most appropriate and exhibition-worthy 25% could go to you.
Indeed, indeed. And with that, do you bring this to the table?
Oh,
to-
absolutely! I got a deal, you folks. I will present what he's offering, and especially play up the idea that we can that 75% of it stays with the rest of us, and we can make. We have a lot of say in which artifacts nudge, nudge, wink, wink, might be sent back, and which ones we can, keep within the expedition itself. He's basically trying to tell everybody that, we're going to get our pick of this stuff.
I mean, that sounds rather amenable. It is, I think, Yox and Cora's purview, given that they have the maps. But I would find that good, and it saves me from having to write my sister asking for her to send funds for my estates.
You have quite an interesting society, I've noticed.
Well, I mean, doesn't everyone's nation, aren't they all ruled by women?
Where I'm from, we are ruled by one.
I'm ruled by my mother.
Creature.
See? we're all ruled by women. Yes, I mean...
Beyond that, I don't know.
I've been ruled by a succession of women. Just last night, in fact. Boy, he told me how it was.
Yeah,
Dave,
Yox puts her hands over Cora's ears.
Lore check, because Cora would know. Is Ballinway run by women?
No,
Or
it is not.
Harburg?
No, it
run
is
by
definitely
freaking money,
owned
man.
by royalty.
But do we have, so we have a king, or?
Yes, not in Harburg itself. That would be,
What is ruled by a king?
But it's not
Yeah.
matriarchal. Like,
no, it's definitely not
Constance.
matriarchal. No.
But Constantinessa is.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Quite,
Thank
which is
you.
why Sir Benedict just lost to this whole, like,
He's like,
you know.
why haven't what? He's like, this is natural. The women talk to each other and then they tell us what
Yeah,
to
they
do.
tell us what to do.
You see, Sir Benedict, here we have a patriarchy.
Well, that sounds rather inefficient. I mean, how does a country run when the man's out there fighting or, tending to the fields? I mean, you need a good, strong woman at home to rule and to make sure that everything's run efficiently.
We have like 300 miles on our trip, and then she gets back to Bug and she keeps grabbing some books. Here's the history of Harburg. Here is the history of Ballinway. We can go over those and I
Veruca.
can explain how it works. Veruca's not in
Once-
any of these books.
Once like Cora kind of turns to grab another really heavy book, Veruca just kind of leans back and goes, I know some pretty good literature that'll help you adjust.
I appreciate it. I'm sorry. I knew many people that were trained in the diplomatic arts, and they send many of them in because, of course, the women have to manage the estates and make sure that the money's ran properly. But I was not trained in those arts. I'm more in the art of war and such. A little bit of, courtly skills, but apparently not for the outside.
The barbarian book.
Perhaps I will. I mean, I suppose we should support our wonderful friend Veruca here.
I was paid a flat rate. You don't need to.
Oh, okay.
I don't
Hopefully
know.
it was good.
If
I
I
mean-
write your next book, Veruca, I'll be sure you still get fees, royalties, and stuff.
That
Yeah,
would be lovely. Thank you.
What is the going rate? Just say for someone to stand and have someone take their likeness. Or sorry,
Dave?
is that too personal?
No. I mean, I'm not trying to hide anything. Dave. How much do I get paid?
Depending on the
Deep lore
cover,
here.
it will range between 10 gold to up to 100.
I mean, this cover
Especially
here.
from your connections.
This cover here, I was paid about 30 gold for it.
Oh, okay. So you do that like
And-
every 3 days or so to maintain your lifestyle?
No. It does take quite a while in between jobs. But I also I do help guide folks. every 3 days. That's 10 golds a day?
I mean, that's, yeah. If you gotta slum it a little bit, yes, it's not too bad. But I mean,
It's
I need to
really
meet some women from your country, sir.
it's
I'm not sure you're.
down Gandalf, please.
Well, and I don't think his normal morals or maybe your lifestyle does not necessarily align with that of having a good, strong woman to lead and guide you and tell you what's better for yourself than, running off and sleeping with. And never mind. Yeah.
Is it your first day out too?
Oh, is it?
Not
No, he got
entirely. I mean, I've been on a boat for a while, so the sailors were kind of informative of this, but it's still a bit of a culture shock. I spent many years on the front, so I dealt with soldiers mostly, and not other individuals, and there's certainly not many women other than the commander and, the clerics.
Where were you stationed?
I was at the front, defending the realm against Brezhnev for the most part. I was 14 when I was sent to the front as a squire, and I was knighted up there. And I served nearly 8 years there. Came back and
Brezhnev.
was assigned
I have many friends in Brezhnev. But I understand that sometimes you're just told what to do.
I mean,
You
we're
do it.
just kind of protecting the borders, making sure no one crossed. We don't have a large standing army. We're all more invested in the singular knights that roam and make sure that no wandering monsters incur and bother any of our farms or mines. Yox, where are you from? You've got a map. Are you from this Ballinway area?
No. I'm relatively new in these parts. Speaking of the map, I feel it's my duty to impress upon all of you that this may be dangerous.
I have spent 2 years in the Greywood. I am well equipped.
I'm not calling into question your qualifications or ability. I simply want to express that they may not be enough. Someone I care for hasn't returned.
Dear.
And
They were
so I
to that location?
I don't know for sure, but I think it's an awfully good chance. And so I don't want anyone to walk into this lightly, especially you, Cora. For a first time out, this may not be a walk in the park, so to speak.
Does sound like we have nearly a month or so to start preparing for it. Perhaps we could find a suitable hotel somewhere, and I could get us a suite that we could utilize as our kind of base camp until Lord Novak gets our arrangements in order, and we can make our way out. And that way Cora doesn't have to go back and tell her mom, and we could all get more acquainted. You can instruct me of the ways of the locals, and Veruca, you seem to be the one that knows the jungle the best. You could plot our path and tell us the best way to get there.
Yes.
Gundalf, you must know a good hotel nearby that could maybe have a suite that we could do for, I'd hate to go much more over than like 8 gold a day worth, but
Spills his drink a little bit. Yes, yes. I think I know exactly the place that we should go. You know what? This kind of expedition is going to require some serious security. We're going to need some guys. I know some guys. I'm going to get some guys.
I don't think we need guys. I think I don't know Veruca's non-cover abilities, but she seems to be very accurate with those toothpicks.
Yox, are you okay?
She gets me every time.
Yeah, Yox doesn't have a poker face at all. I think she's fully staring at the knight, and she's just like, he keeps talking, and I just can't decide if I like him or if I want to hit him a little bit.
Perfect.
You could probably do both.
I think I'm playing him right then.
Like, sometimes he says something that's just so nice, and I'm like, oh, look at this, he's such a nice man. And then he just said, and then I'll say something weird, and I want to hit him again. And this is a level of violence I am not accustomed to. It's gonna be a long month.
Maybe it's better that his country is run by women.
Almost certainly.
You know, looking at this crew, I'm pretty glad that this next bit's going to be a montage.
It's a good
Montage, everyone jumps in the air.
Yeah. What's the name of this place that you've got for us? Kind of excited to get proper accommodations here in the city.
Yeah, I need a nap after all of this.
Yes, somewhere that at least has, a couple of rooms in the suite.
Novak, I think we're going to need
sinking
to,
under the table.
we're going to need to commandeer some space where we can really spread out and plan this expedition properly.
Yes, I might have a old apartment building that y'all may use. In the meantime, we are official, am I correct? We are partners.
Indeed, the Novak expedition.
I mean,
We need to come up with a good group name.
So you're okay with this, Cora and Yox? I mean, these are your maps, so I think you do have the purview here to accept or decline his invitation of sponsorship.
Yox is gonna look to Cora and just say, I'm going, whether anyone else does or not. I'd prefer not to go alone.
Let's do it. Let's go. Yes, we're doing this. 1 month we'll be on the road somehow.
Shopping montage. Makeovers.
With that,
Photo fights. Sleepover montage.
and
Beach
with
episode.
that, Lord Novak raises a glass to the newfound party and expedition. As we end tonight's session, watchers, as our party has just been formed and has their first mission, come back in 2 weeks and see how it all unfolds. Thank you for watching. Thank you for participating. And most of all, let us thank the party itself. Or if it wasn't for them, the story would be very, very different. I am going to go around the room and announce a character. They will say what they would like to say, and then they will pass it off to a new character until it gets back to me. Let us start with the one that knows nothing and has never been anywhere in her entire life. Cora.
Hi, everybody. I am Sandy. I play Cora, who She knows a lot. It's just books. Just not street smart. This was fun. I love this group. I love playing Cora. I hope everybody enjoys episode 1 because it's always fun to see. We don't even know how our personalities are going to come out. So it's neat to see what your character is going to be and how they're going to be. And apparently I get to be annoying, and I'm so good at that. That's my thing. I'm good at that. So with that, I'm not sure. I will send it to our 3rd level rogue, Mr. Gundolf.
Right on. So I'm Nathan. I'm playing Gundolf this evening. I promise he's not a total bro, but he is a party guy, and that should be fun for me to play. So I am looking forward to more having more fun playing Gundolf. I'm actually very excited about this character, and I think this is going to be a fun game. I'm excited about this group as per usual, and someone who's new for me to be playing with, but I think not for everybody. I'll pass it over to them. I'll pass it to Yox.
Hi, I am Kat Kelly, and I have been Yox. I am new to the XP Guild, and I'm very excited to be here. I am an acting and improv teacher, and full-time nerd, definitely full-time nerd. And I'm just really excited to be combining all of the things I love into one very cool project with some very cool people. And I really just appreciate the opportunity to be doing this and to be here and to share time and space with all of you. You can find me on Instagram at @KatKellySocial. I post pictures of my dog, and the things I'm working on, so come hang out with me there. And I will go ahead and hand it off to our resident celebrity, Veruca.
Yep. She is not happy with the fame, but she's living with it. Veruca today was sponsored by Milk and also me. Hi, I'm Belle. I play Veruca. I play in a lot of games here on the XP Guild, specifically tomorrow. Tomorrow is a big game coming up for us. For our Vobian Knights group, we just jumped through a portal and we're in the Feywilds. Woo! What are we doing? We're going to kill our ex-boyfriend. With that, I'm going to pass it off to kind of the shiny gilded fish in the little scummy pond, Sir Benedict.
Wow, I don't know which one's the pond, but we're gonna go with that. Hey guys, I'm Bill. I am a co-founder along with Dave of the XP Guild. So it's awesome to have all these amazing people joining us. Man, Kat just got me with those looks every time. I could not keep a straight face. And thank
Just
you all.
my face, man.
You keep giving me these looks like, what the fuck? And thank you all to joining us tonight. This is a lot of fun. This is the game number 1 of this particular game. So if anyone enjoyed it, stick with us. Every other Monday is the aim. And thank you all. And let's go ahead and get out of here and have a good night. So back to you, Dave. Take us out.
Thank you so much for tuning in, watchers. If you would like to follow, like, subscribe, you know what to do. Just click on the little links below. And every Friday I post the ad block for the XP Guild, or I try to, because we have so many games running at weird time periods that some channels and whatnot don't like you to post multiple times, so I do it in a big chunk. Other than that, yes, stay tuned for tomorrow if you have the time during the daytime. Vobian Knights, Shadows Within the Streets, they are at a crucial point in their story arc.
Killing our ex-boyfriend.
Yes, and trying to stop the world from imploding. But anyway, on that note, we will say thank you for watching, thank you for tuning in, And see you next time, Watchers.
Okay.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Just
Bye.